Now I want a signal coming from this direction, so I want to know and give an indication coming up this direction which way I'm going, okay, and which way the junction is set. Now, the issue with this is there's not enough room over here on the right hand side to put a signal, okay, but technically I should have my signals, I guess, would be on the right hand side. Me personally, I would probably put them on the left hand side, and if I was going up a yard ladder like this. So I can technically put a signal right here at this junction facing this way, and another one here, and another one here, and another one here. And of course, this is going to be a two-head 2T signal because I need, it's a normal junction coming from this direction. I need to know whether I'm going straight ahead or whether I'm merging or diverging off to the right-hand side. So I would use a two-head 2T signal. So let's place one, because I just normally am not going to do this on a yard ladder, but I will show you how to do it. So I'm going to use a CSX dwarf 2-head 2T, and again I'm going to place it right here at my switch. I'm going to place my zero link. Now my zero link placement here is somewhat critical only in the fact that it can't be too far forward. The arrow cannot be within the movement of these flanges. So if the arrow is here, this signal is not going to work properly. It will not read the movement of the flanges. So it has to be before that. So I like to set it almost like halfway through this switch. Okay, so it's going to be crossing the boundaries. I can actually put it way back here. And as long as I don't have any number one signals coming up behind me, I just have to make sure that the signal, the zero link for this signal going in this direction, is in front of any links from any signals behind me, so wherever the links are for that signal. So I'm going to place number one link up here in the frog ahead of me, and I'm going to place the number two link up here beyond the frog. Okay, and the reason why I'm placing the number one link here is because if I were to place another signal here, I have to put the zero link, and I have to put the zero link back in here, so my number one link has to be in the back here. So let's set one more signal here, and we'll make our zero link. Okay, put our number one link up here in the frog, and our number two link farther ahead. So if we look at the two signals, okay, I know my zero link is in front of my number one link from behind me. All right. So there's my number one link, there's my zero link. And as long as I keep them separated like that, I'm in good shape. Now the reason why I put the number two link a little further ahead is as a train comes through here, he's going to cross this zero link, and my signal here is going to turn red. And it's going to stay red no matter what I do. Okay? If the train comes up to here and stops, and the rear of the train stops right here, even after I throw the switch over to this direction, I haven't cleared my number two link, so I can't go this direction. This signal is going to stay red. So I'm putting this far enough forward so that the rear of the train, when it clears it and I get the okay to go straight ahead, there's no possibility that my engine will clip the rear of the train that is parked right here. So that's why I put this number two link a little further ahead. If I move it back here, I may not have enough room. The rear of my train is right here, and I may be able to clip it even though I've got a clear signal. So I try to make my number two link a little further up on the siding. Okay, and we have a stop point here based on this signal, which is, kind of up here. So technically in order for us not to be blocking anybody else, we need to have our train within this section of track beyond this signal's zero link, which is right here. So that's how we would signal going up the line. So let's go ahead and just take a look at that real quick. So now we have our junctions facing us. So let's throw this one. Okay, so we can see that it went to green over red. This went to green, and this one went to yellow over green. Okay, and in CSX, this means no faster than medium speed, but we're already going slow speed. So what it means to us is that the next junction is going to be a diverging junction. And this means slow speed. So that's green over red, which means slow speed through the junction and slow speed until you reach another signal. Okay? Now, we have this signal set up so that, remember, it's restricted up in here, which means there is no signaling up in here. So this is kind of, this signal should technically change. If we were going to signal all this, then we would change this to a regular two-head signal, with link 1 going straight ahead and link 2 going up here. And then we would get the correct aspect here based on the speed. Okay, but since we're saying this is not signaled up in here, technically I would not put these signals down this run. But I am showing you how you could set them up. Okay, so let's throw this junction back. Now the linking, just one little thing here on the linking, let's just review that real quick. I have this signal, and this signal. Okay, I have my number 1 links, my number 1 link, and my 0 link. Alright, now a lot of people say put the number 1 links together, so I could technically get this number 1 link and this number 1 link in the same spot. And then the 0 link would have to be in front, always. The 0 link always has to be in front. I have tried that, and my only warning to you is I have seen that if I put these two links, these number 1 links, in the exact same spot, I have seen it affect frame rates for some reason. And I don't know if it's the signals get confused, the links get confused, and this causes the signals to kind of argue about who's in control. I just suggest that you keep your links separated a little bit, and I'm not sure exactly what causes that. All I can tell you is that I've noticed if I put these links together, such as this, that I start to have some frame rate issues. When a train is coming through here and coming up the yard ladder, the frame rates will drop tremendously. And sometimes the train will even come to a crawl while the frame rates drop. I'm not sure exactly what is causing that, so to be on the safe side, I try and keep my links separate because it seems to help that situation. And I think that's about it for this yard signaling. That's how I would set them up. And the last part of this tutorial is we're just going to go through and show our trains running. And I'm going to get rid of these down-facing. I'll leave these other ones on the line for right now, but I'm going to get rid of these down-facing signals. And we'll watch this train come up. And as he comes up, you can see that the lights are the occupation lights, I should say, are turning red and then clearing. You know, as this train touches the number 1 link of each signal, it causes it to turn red. And then as it clears the 0 link, it allows it to go back to green. But you can also see behind it now, these other signals have changed. And now we have 2 green signals. So the dispatcher is opening and closing junctions for the other AI trains. So right now it looks like these trains are going to come in the order of this one first, coming down this line, this one coming in second, and this one coming in third, since he switched all the junctions. So that appears to be the order the trains are going to come in. And we'll watch this one come in, and then I'm going to pause the video and we'll wait for the next one to arrive. But it's just the way they happen to be scheduled. So now we should see these signals turn green because this is the next switch that's going to be set. So this is our third train coming up the line here, and it looks like he's going to pull into this siding. And once he does that, we should see this signal turn green, this signal turn green, this one turn red, or it's already red, so okay, so we're going to watch this one close, hopefully. And now we're clear to come up into here. And that's where our fourth train's going to go. Alright, so here comes our final train into the yard. And that's going to end our scenario and our tutorial on setting up yard signals, and the minimum we can use up to about the maximum we can use to set up our yard. I hope you found this tutorial helpful, and if you have any questions or comments, please visit the forum at Pikes Products. That's Pikes Products, pikesproducts.com. And we will see you in the next tutorial. Thank you for watching.